Hello, hello. Happy Sunday to you. I'm a little late today, adjusting all to the time change. It's like fall back, so it might be like a different, well, it is a different time where you're at, depending on where you're at, because I know here it's now 7:24, so just into the time zone, but I wanted to hop on here with you for my Sunday night free live little animal communication readings. It's I think like the only state that I know, excuse me, that doesn't do the time change is Arizona. I wish like all 50 states like kind of kept the spring forward time all year long. I think we did that. That would be so amazing if that happened. Because I love that. I do like hey Sharon, good to see you. I do like the extra hour of sleep. However, I have pets, so I don't know about you with your pets. I did not get the extra hour of sleep. I like woke up at like the same time I always do. But what's cool is it's actually like kind of like an hour earlier in a way. So that means like I'm gonna kind of acclimate myself to try to kind of like wake up maybe an hour earlier than I do. I'm going to kind of try to retrain myself. Hello, Lisa. I'm trying to retrain myself here in this fall back time to kind of wake up early. So I'd be curious to know if any of you that have pets, if they let you sleep in or if you woke up at kind of like the same time. Actually, hey April, good to see you. I woke up at actually like the same time as I usually do. It was just like it wasn't really like sleeping in, but it felt like it did. Isn't that weird? Like it felt like I slept in, even though I woke up early, probably just because of like the whole like fallback thing. But it's good. So there you go. So that is that. Hello, Jessica. Good to see. I mean, Jesse. Good to see you, Jesse. Sorry, I was like adding Jessica to your name, but it's Jesse. So hi, Jesse, and hi, Diana. Good to see you, Jesse and Diana here. And so yeah. So and then let's see here. Yeah. So I'm streaming from 3 different places. So it's like I see the comments like and that they all come into one place, but you probably only see the comments that come in from where you're at. So there's that. So, hey, Michelle. And I see a question here from Diana. And then I see Alicia. Hi, Alicia. And I'm going to go to Diana's question here. But I love this. Lisa said, uh, Chloe, let me sleep till 10:30. Look at that, Chloe. She's like, yes, we got an extra snuggle time because I'm happy my mama's back home. So of course I'm gonna let her sleep in with me and we're gonna enjoy that extra time together and I'm gonna soak that all up because it's amazing. So I love that. And then hi Tosh and let's see here. And I'm going to go to Diana's question here. Diana says, hi, can you see how my missing dog Waylon is doing? So what I get from that, Diana, is I just want to like hold my hand on my heart and I get like Waylon says, like, don't give up. Like feel that like, and I just want to go from my heart to your heart. Um, my heart to your heart. My heart to your heart, and just like know that that connection is still strong, and really hone into that, and really tune into that, and just like let that help be your guide to find me, and like don't give up. I know you're not giving up, and don't give up. Like there's always hope with that, and that Waylon is glad that you're not giving up, and like keep looking over and over again in those same places, and like and checking with people, and just like keep your ears and eyes open, because there's still that possibility to find me is what I get there. So sending you so much love there. And let's see here. And I'm just going to jump to the question here. And so hopefully that helps, Diana. Sending you so much love here. And then Alicia says, hi, could you tell me why Winter has been acting different for the past week? So what I pick up on from Winter, so it's really interesting. So you know how sometimes like with like the moon, right? There's different aspects of the moon and different like, there's the full moon, the waxing moon, the waning moon, and then oh my gosh, and the new moon, right? So there's all those different moons. And so when all those different like moons happen, it's like the energies and whatnot is really different around those times. From what I pick up on from Winter is it's like the kind of energies of like the whole like time shift, like going into like fall, like kind of like, going into fall and, getting close to like winter and all that. It has to do with like seasonal change. Winter says it's seasonal change. I'm adapting to like the seasons. I'm adapting to the seasonal change is what Winter says. And Winter says, I want more time and I want to be like I want to be warm. I want to be warm. I want to be warm. I want to be warmer too. Like she's showing me like I want to be warmer too. I want to be warmer. And you said she has been more aggressive and hasn't wanted us near her or her house. Interesting. So yeah, she's like, I want to be warmer. So she showed me like this little like kind of like puffer jacket she wants. She's like, I want to be warmer and warmer. And she says like she wants like a new thing to kind of like chew on. She says, I want a new thing to chew on. And it's almost like there's like this doesn't sound weird, as it's like there's an energy that's with her that's not her. So just be like, okay, like this is just winter, and like kind of like clear clear that out. Winter says clear that out, Clint, to clear that out. But she's like, brr, I'm getting used to like the weather being colder. And as you said here, she has hay in her house. Is she good with that? She says, yeah. Like I like the hay, but I want some more stuff to like kind of like keep me warmer. So Winter says that it's like there's a big part of that, like that I want to have. I want to be a little bit warmer is what Winter says. Like I want to be warmer. So like more like hay, and move my hay about, like more different type of hay. Is what I pick up with Winter. And then hi Kate and hi Donna. And don't worry, I'm getting to like all your guys' questions. I appreciate your patience here. And then let's see here. And let's see here. So I don't want to miss anybody's question. So hopefully that helps. But yeah, she is good with the hay, Alicia, and she's like kind of move the hay about and like have yeah, she's like move the hay about. I wish there was a way you could post a picture of Winter, because Winter's like, I want you to see a picture of me. I want you to see a picture of me. So maybe you could send me a message with Winter's picture, because I would love to see Winter's picture. Winter's like, that would be helpful to see my picture. And hi Lee, good to see you here, Lee. Let's see here. And then let's see here. Tosh says, could you give me messages from my brother's dog, Sarge? He's getting older and doesn't seem to be himself anymore. And I'm sending, oh my goodness, so much love, because it's so hard when they get older, right? So what I pick up on from Sarge is like I'm touching like the middle top part of my back, and it's like my back feels kind of like haunchy, like my back is kind of like hurt in the middle part of my back. It's like the middle part of my back is not working as good with my back end. The middle part of my back is not working as well with my back end. So it's really like that's like a big part of like out of alignment. So doing some like like some stretching with Sarge, and some maybe getting some like massage or like energy work, that kind of thing, because it's like my back end is kind of bothering me, and like some heat in that area would really help. Some heat in that area will really help in my back end area. And that, like, I love my person and I love just being there, like right by my person. I love being right by my person. Is what I get. Is I like being right by my person. I like being right by my person. So that's what I get there. And let's see here. And then I'm just going through the questions, and I had a follow up from Alicia. What do you mean a new energy that is with her? She's like, it's like there's like a new what Winter is saying, that like it's like there's new people around, that she senses, like some people maybe that she hasn't seen around, that are like around by the neighbors, is what she's showing me. That's what she's showing me. The new energy is what Alicia, what Winter is showing me with that. It's like there's a new energy, like with some new people that are about. There's a new energy with some new people that are about. So there's that. And then I see a question from Donna, and then Jesse, and then Lisa. And so I'm going to go to those questions. And thanks for being so patient with me. So hopefully that helps, Alicia. And then let's see here. Jesse says, I would love a message from my sweet dog that passed last year. And sending you so much love. So much love there, Jesse. I know that's such a hard thing. And what I get from your dog is that passed away is like rainbows. Pay attention to the rainbows and the clouds. And I just want to have my hand like this: rainbows, clouds, rainbows, clouds. Pay attention to the rainbows and the clouds, and like the sweetness of cotton candy. And there's something about like cotton candy that will remind you of my sweetness, like the cotton candy clouds, the taste of cotton candy, like all the different colors of cotton candy, right? Because there's like the white, the pink, and the blue, and yellow, and all of that. So it's like that. The changes of the color with the cotton candy is like my sweetness is always like puffed right around you, and my sweetness is always puffed right around you, and that I send you like mwah, 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 so much love, so much love. And I just want to go like this. My love is just flowing around you like this. And you know how it's like cotton candy kind of spins around when it's being made, right? It spins, it spins, it spins. So it's like my love for you is like cotton candy, and it's like cotton candy and cotton candy, like sweet, like cotton candy. So there's that. And let's see here. And thanks for being so patient here. And then Lisa says, is Chloe glad to be home from boarding? She's like, yay! She just had me like clap my hands like this. She's like, yay, yay, yay. She's like, it's always good and fun when I go there, but I'm always happy when I'm back home with mom. I'm always happy when I'm back home with mom. So I just had to make sure Nugget wasn't doing anything back there, because when she's quiet, I always have to keep an eye out. So she says, yay, yay, yay. I'm so happy to have mom back home. To make mom back home with me. I'm so happy to have mom back home with me. I'm so happy to have mom back home with me. And then when you ask also how old is Chloe, she's showing me between 5 and 7. She's like, I'm between 5 and 7. She says I'm between 5 and 7 is what she tells me here. So there is that. And she's like, yay. She's like, love, love, love. I love being back home. And she's like, I want my fleecy thing. She's like, I like my fleecy thing. I want my fleecy thing is what she's showing me. She's like, my fleecy. I want my fleecy. I want my fleecy is what she says. So hopefully all this makes sense to all of you here. And then Donna, thank you for your patience, Donna, here as well. Donna says, good evening. Good evening to you too, Donna. Would you be able to tell me what I need to do to make my horse Ridley happy? So what Ridley says is like, Ridley's like having me put my hand to my mouth like this, is like apples, apples, apples. Like I want some more apples, apples. And I'm being shown it's like kind of looks like a Fuji apple, like red with like a little bit of the like the yellow tinge. Like I want some sweet apples and sweet things with oats, sweet things with oats. And I like it when you walk more on my left side than my right side. I like my left side more with my right side. And and Ridley says like I love I love being with you, and like I want more of like that consistent time with you. I like to know like, hey, this is the time like I have with my person, and this is the time that I have with my person, and I really love to be with you like during these during these special times, during these special times. Like I love the special times that I get to spend with you, and I really love the special times that I get to spend with you. That it means so much to me. The special times that I get to spend with you, the special times that I get to spend with you. So there is that. So hopefully all this is making sense. Yeah. So feel free to like type in the comments of like, hey, this makes sense, or I have like a question about this or anything like that. Definitely feel free to do that here. So hopefully that helps there, Donna. And let's see here. And all right, so I just want to jump through, make sure I'm not missing anything. And um, Alicia says she kind of did change to be more aggressive too when we got a new toy last Sunday too. She never takes her eyes off of it to make sure no one goes to get it. And let's see here. And let's see here. Wait, just follow up with this here. Donna says, "Thank you so much, Shauna. It definitely makes sense." You're so welcome, Donna. And like, I'm happy you could join us, and I hope you come back and listen again. I mean, I'm still doing this right now, but I'm so glad to have you here, and hopefully you'll continue to listen on Sunday nights. That would be amazing. So Alicia here with Winter, she says she's like, this is my with her toy. She says that she feels like the other ones are gonna take that toy. So like remind me that like, hey, you know what? Like that I can share this toy with them. That it's okay for me to share this toy with them. That it's okay for me to share this toy. That I can share this toy, and that I can share this toy. And she says that to maybe like what could happen is maybe like the other ones could have like a toy like that too. Um, and she's like showing how she wants to kind of like hide that toy too. Winter's like, I kind of want to hide that toy too. Winter says, I kind of want to hide that toy. I want to hide that toy. I want to hide that toy. So she says like, don't give in to her like when she's aggressive with that toy. Be like, okay, you're aggressive with that toy, then then we have to like be able to like share that too, because she says to just like really watch her with that. She says to really watch her with that. She says like watch me with that toy. She says really watch me with that toy. And she showed me like how she's like almost like tried to like hide it, and she says really be mindful of that too. So she says be mindful of things with my toy. She says be mindful of things with my toy. Miss Winter, oh my goodness. And then Donna says, I would definitely come back and listen. Very much appreciated. Oh, good. I'm so happy to hear that, Donna. So yeah, so I do this every Sunday at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And I know now it's like the seasons are changing, and we just had where I live in Vancouver, Washington, we just had fall back. So which I know Arizona doesn't do fall back, and I don't know if there's any other states that don't do the time change, or if that's just Arizona. I would love like for all the states to just do like what Arizona does and stay in like spring forward time all year. So it stays lighter later. That would be amazing. So who knows? Maybe one day it'll be like that. So hopefully all of that makes sense. Alicia. Oh, and then I'm gonna actually put the link here to my website, and it has the link to like my Facebook and all of that too, and my Instagram. So if any of you that like I'm connecting with your pets, if you want to like email me a picture of your pets or like put like a thing on like Facebook with a picture of them too, I would love to see their pictures. Like, oh my goodness, it would be so fun. I know Lisa has posted a picture of Chloe Grace before, and it's so cool to be able to like see her face because it's like I've connected with her, so it's really nice to do that. And I'm just going to put the link in here to my website. I need to figure out what's going on with StreamYard because for some reason it's not letting me share on my personal page, so I just have to figure that out. But now I figured it out that way. And excuse my dogs in the background. Let's see here. We have a new neighbor, so they're getting used to the new neighbor. So there's that. And then hello, Darlene. Good to see you, my friend. Darlene says, can you ask Millie how she's doing? If there's anything Daddy needs to know, and tell her I love her. Oh my goodness. So, oh my goodness, Millie is so sweet. So, okay, let me see like if I can capture this and do this like how she showed me. She's showing me like this. She's like, oh, I just like roll you with my love, and she's showing me like her head like this, and the way her like she's showing me like her one ear kind of like floppy and her head kind of turned like this, and she's like, my head is on your shoulder and my head is with you, and like, oh, like love, 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 like she's like, oh, both sides of your ears and your shoulders. She's like, I send you love, 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 mama. And she's like daddy is doing good, like daddy's doing good, and daddy's gonna do good with watching me while you're out of town, and he's doing good with watching me, even though he does things a little bit different than you. It's okay. Like I adapt to that, and I'm doing good, and I love you. And she says just keep checking in with me, and to know that she loves you, and she sends you love, and she sends you love, and she sends you love. And it's so funny. So as we're talking here, and as I'm tuning into Millie, Cool Up came and like wanted me to give her loves, and she's like laying right here with me. So Cool Up says that she sends you love too, and she just like actually like looked up too like this. Cool Up says, I send you love too. She says she sends you love too. She's like, Aunt Darlene. She's like, I love Aunt Darlene. I send Aunt Darlene love. So sweet little Cool Up. But Millie says that she just send you love, 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 and just like on your shoulder and like by your ear. She's like showing me how she like kind of is like, oh, here I am. I love you, mom. I love you, mom. So let's see here. And then Darlene says, I saw that. I love you, Cool Up. Oh, she loves you too. She says, I love you too. She says, I want to see you when you come back, because she says, you're one of my favorite people other than my mama. She's like, you're one of my favorite people. And she's actually like looking up at me right now as I pat her chin. She's like, oh, I send love. She's like, Millie and I send love. We send love. Oh my goodness. So sweet. So I love that. Oh my goodness. And hello, Bonnie. Good to see you here. Yeah, and if anybody has any questions about like what I picked up on with anything, definitely let me know here. And much love to you too, Darlene. And let's see here. Bonnie says, hi, Shauna. Hi, Bonnie. Good to see you here. Bonnie says, asking for positive energy and love sent to for our goat, Rosie. She has a precocious udder and is scheduled for mastectomy on Wednesday. Oh my goodness. Sending so much love to your sweet Rosie. And Rosie says just like surround her. She's like, have me close my eyes like this. Surround her with like the white and pink light with like little like white little sparkles. She's like, surround her with that love, and surround her with that love and that beautiful Reiki infused love energy. And I'm going to definitely send some positive love to your sweet goat Rosie, for her to have an easy recovery and an easy surgery. And I know everybody that listens on here is like big animal people, so I know they'll send your sweet Rosie lots of love too. Oh, So much love for Rosie. And hey, Kelly, good to see you, friend. Good to see you. Hello. Let's see here. And Lisa says, my daughter and her boyfriend were watching a lady's dogs and they went missing. Do you know if they will be able to be returned? I get a yes with that. Like I feel like there's a big possibility with a yes with that. And to look like all the different like next door and Craigslist, but look on Craigslist on the pet section and then the lost and found section too. And then look for people like, I don't know, like I get the vibe that the people that like, I don't know, to look to see like if these people are trying to like pass these dogs off on their own. So look out for that and then look at like the local humane societies and all of that. So definitely look because I feel like that there's people that have these dogs and I feel like there's definitely a good likelihood for them to get returned and just like look in all those places and oh that's such a hard thing and I'm sending lots of love to that situation. And if that lady wants to reach out to me, I do that like for missing pets. I do it kind of like on a donation type basis. So she wants more like kind of in-depth insight. Have her feel free to reach out to me and I would be happy to like help with like, you know, looking at a picture of the dogs and seeing kind of what they show me and what I can tune into from them. I would be happy to I would just be happy to just do that. So feel free to reach out to me. So there's that. And let's see here. And hopefully you all are seeing the comments here. I mean the insight that I'm giving, but feel free to like comment on any of that. And you're so welcome, Lisa. You're so welcome. And thank you for always sharing my live video too. Like, yay, it means so much to me because really when you're a small business owner, like referrals and people like sharing your post and even like liking your post and commenting on your post, like it really makes such a huge difference. And it just really means so much because to me, like I want to just impact as many people and their pets as I can and be there to help them and for them to know that animal communication is a thing that is out there to help them and their pets because a lot of people may not be aware that this is really a thing that is out there to help them and their pets. So I really appreciate that. It means so much. And as those of you who saw too, you probably noticed I just kind of rebranded and changed my website to just be my name only, you know, just to make it more streamlined. And then so I'll be easier to follow that way too. So it's just going to be the ShaunaMarieFisher.com. And I'm so excited about that. And then when my book comes out or sometime early next year, it'll be easy to find me that way too because it's just me, Shauna Marie Fisher. So woohoo, and I like it. So my parents named me well, so that's good. So anyway, I'm gonna see if anybody has any other comments. I know today with it like officially being like the time change when we actually woke up today. For those of us that aren't in Arizona and don't have the time change, are so lucky they don't have to deal with that like fallback stuff. So anyway, I know we're kind of acclimating to that because really it's like 7:52 here, but it's really like 8:52. You know, if we wouldn't have had fallback, but I'm embracing it because it's like I woke up at the same time I usually would, and I'm going to embrace it to kind of train myself to wake up a little earlier. So hey, that's always a good thing, right? To wake up a little bit earlier. So hey, there we go. I'm working on that. So let's see here. And Sharon says, my granddaughter's cat Oreo is 18 years old and has urinary disease, but still seems spry. She does pee on her bed though. Any ideas on how to get her to stop? So what I like see for that, oh, that's so hard when they have that urinary disease too. Is what I see with this is it's like, you know how like for little kids that like wet the bed, they have like the little like mattress pad, right? It's not like a regular mattress pad. It's like a little oh gosh, like kind of like a little plastic uh, thing that's like a kind of to protect from like wetting the bed. I get like energetically, like if there's something like that, that would really help. And then if I had like a kind of like a thing that was like a rolled up kind of thing that was like a kind of like a folded towel, but that's like a kind of like a fleece blanket or like a blanket that's like folded up for me instead of like laid out all the way. So like you know how you fold a towel, right? And the towel is folded up. So like a folded up kind of thing for me to lay on there. And then like kind of that mattress kind of protector thing that they use for like little kids when they wet the bed, that will help too. That will help too, just to kind of be like that, like to help like kind of deactivate that. And then also too there's this great stuff called Tinkle Tonic. Yeah, Tinkle Tonic is what it's called, and it has I think it has dandelion and some other stuff, and that can help with like urinary issues. And then Jackson Galaxy creates this like flower essence blend that's called You Are Fine, and that can help. But I definitely get something that like would help with that, to kind of like help to not have the pee come out when Oreo doesn't want to have the pee come out, because Oreo's like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this. So something like a Tinkle Tonic or something like that, if they have that, I feel like that would definitely help. And something with like dandelion, so definitely check with their vet to see what they can come up with for that, because I feel like that would really really help. So there's that. So yeah, and any insight they need, like definitely feel free to have them reach out. And then Sharon says, "Oh, that makes lots of sense. Thank you. You're so welcome. You're so welcome, Sharon. You're so welcome. So welcome here." And then Emmy said, "Hi, Emmy. Good to see you, Emmy." Emmy says, "Hi, Shauna. I have questions about another horse, a different animal every week." Oh my goodness. So it's so funny, Emmy. Before you ask the question about this horse that you want to know about, I have like an image of like a lasso, like I'm the cowboy horse, I'm the cowboy horse, I'm the cowboy horse, I'm the cowboy horse. Like I am helping you to kind of lasso me in and rein me in, and I'm the cowboy horse. I'm the cowboy horse. That's what I am. I'm the cowboy horse. So I don't know if that's the horse you had a question about, but there's something about that a horse wants you to know. So whatever that is, there you go. So there's that. Let's see here. And sorry, here, just scrolling through the questions here. Bonnie says, I have another question. Our cat Taylor, she's maybe around 13 years old. She's a tripod and has recently been pooping outside the litter box. She uses it to pee. She won't poop. I don't know if it's just behavioral or if it's a medical issue. We keep the litter box clean. So what she's showing me, it's really interesting. So what Taylor is showing me, she wants something. So she makes me think of like a goose down alternative comforter. So not like the one that has like the goose feathers, because I don't know, I don't like those ones. So, but like a goose down alternative comforter, you know how they're like really, 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 really soft, right? So she's showing me she wants something that's like soft like that, like soft and like pink, that's like kind of like right outside the litter box. So right outside the litter box, so it's like you step in and out of the litter box, and this like pink soft like fluffy cushy thing, that's kind of like that kind of consistency of material, like the goose down alternative comforter, like soft and cushy, will be right there outside the litter box, and that will help me. And I know that sounds really crazy, but that's what she's showing me, is something like that outside of the litter box will help. And and when I ask, like, okay, is it like a behavior or a medical issue? She's like, Taylor's showing me it's like half of this and half of that, like half of this, like it's kind of like a little bit of both, where it could be kind of the start of something happening with that. So to just kind of like really keep an eye on that, and really keep an eye on that, and keep an eye on that is what I get. But I want that soft cushy thing to help me like in and out of the litter box. So there's that. So hopefully that makes sense. And hey, Michelle, good to see you, Michelle. And let's see here. I'm just gonna grab my water because I knocked down my water and I want to drink a water here. So just give me 1 second here. Michelle says, hi, we had let's see here. We had a dog named Christy when I was 3 or 4 years old. I didn't find out until too many years ago that my dad gave her away after we had her about a year because she was wild. Did she have a good life? Thank you. She says that let's see here. Let's see here. Any messages from her? Did she have a good life? Thank you. So what I get from Christy, she says, yes, 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 I had a good life. She's like, I was like a prancing reindeer. That was like my energy, like prance. So like I pranced onto like the next place. Like I passed on to like the next place, and that I had a good life. I had a good life. And that I get that Christy says she doesn't she's having me go like this. She's like, oh, she's like, I don't want to, I close my eyes for a second. She's like, I don't want you to feel bad. I want you to close your eyes and open your eyes and not feel bad, and not feel bad, and not feel bad, and not feel bad about that, because like I had a good life and I don't want you to worry that I didn't have a good life. So that's the message I get there. And hello, Jody, and hello, Laura here. Let's see here. And Emmy says, so I have Emmy, Jody, and then Laura here. Emmy says, Pepper is a Mustang foal. When he was on Navajo Nation, he broke his leg. The Navajo did nothing. He went to the horse rescue I volunteer with. What to do with his leg was such a much discussed subject. The owner wants to know about his leg. So what I get about his leg is like that leg. It's interesting because what I pick up on from Pepper is Pepper says this leg isn't as important as you think it is. Like it's important, but like let's just keep it like wrapped up, and keep it wrapped up, and give me the support with like keeping my leg wrapped up, and keeping my leg wrapped up, and that wrap around it. And it makes me think of like kind of like a like a like a ace bandage wrap, like a ace bandage wrap, like wrapped around my leg. And that keeping stuff wrapped around my leg and then unwrapping it to breathe, but like that wrap helps to give it that extra support, especially when it needs that in like those certain conditions of weather. That is really an important thing, and that's really an important thing is what I get with that. And then keep doing that energy work around there, and keep like removing that flow, like where that one spot is on the leg. Just kind of do like just like kind of move that energy out, and that's going to help that flow back there of that energy in that leg. So there is that. And then Jody says, hey Shauna, any messages from Logan or Chili? They are my in-laws pups who passed on. Oh, sending so much love, so much love, so much love. So it's interesting. So both of them and they're like, wait, we're not going to show you which one is which. But like, okay, they're like, oh nope, we're going to show you now. So Logan says like was like the sheepy lamb, and then and Chili says I was like the lion. I was like the lion. And it makes me think of, that's so funny because they make me think of like Wizard of Oz. So Wizard of Oz. So what is it? There's the lion, and then oh my gosh, I don't think there was like a sheep or a lamb in there, but they make me think of like Wizard of Oz, and then for some reason like the sunshiny Care Bear just popped into my head. So they said they're like love, 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 like they're doing like a little show of like love and fun and love and fun. They're like we send love and fun and courage and strength, love and fun and courage and strength, and they're just like squishy love, squishy love. They go like squishy, like it's kind of like squishy pillows, squishy pillows, squishy pillows, squishy pillows. Like we and we send love, love, love. It's like squishy love. And they show me kind of like pillows that are kind of like have a little bit of like shag on them. They said they can like feel our energy like in these like certain pillows that they like touch. And that if they see kind of like a lion or like a stuffy kind of thing, that's like a symbol of like love, 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 squishy love, squishy love. I have squishy, squishy love is what they say. I send squishy, squishy love, love, love is what they say. Oh my goodness. So that's their message. Squishy, squishy like love. That's like boom, love that just like bounces and pops up is what they say. So oh my goodness. Sending so much love there. So let's see here. And then Jody says it's been a few years, but they popped in. Both were great dogs, but yet very different. Awesome. Thank you. Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. And yeah, it's like they kind of pop in like this. They were showing me like pop, 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 like pop, 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 like pop, pop, pop. So yeah, it's interesting when they do that sometimes, right? It just goes to show like that energy is always there and around, right? It's just, the energy is always there because it's like we really don't die anyway. It's just we're all just energy, and it's just a different form of existence, right? So it's just a different form of existence. But I know you guys all know that. And then Emmy says, I love your answer for Pepper. 2, thought the leg needed something strong around it at the site where it was broken. I also felt it needed heat, but maybe not. Thank you. Like I feel like a little heat. I'm gonna get to your question too in just a second here, Laura. I feel like a little heat, but like less heat than you're thinking of. Kind of like a lukewarm heat, but not like a hot heat, but like lukewarm heat, lukewarm heat, lukewarm heat. Is what I get. And you might also want to try I know there's different kinds of like therapeutic lasers. I don't know if the rescue has that, or if they know anybody that has a beamer, because they have like beamers that blankets that can help with horses too. So that might be able to, and I think they have it where it can help on the back leg too. So that might be something to check out as well. So there is that. So and Laura says, my daughter had to rehome her dog. Can you say if his new family is a good placement? So so what I get is like, first off, I want, the dog wants to say to your daughter, like, I want to give you a hug, and I want to embrace you in a hug, and I want you to know that like I don't fault you for anything because it's what you had to do, like in the moment. So don't think anything bad about what you had to do because it was like the choice that you had to do. So I want you to know that like I don't fault you for that. And I only have love, 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 and gratitude for you. And that yes, like the new family is a good placement. Like it took me a little bit to kind of like adjust. It took me a little bit to adjust, but they are a good placement. And they are a good place for me. I know that I just send love, love, love. Like I just send love, love, love. I just send love, love, love is what I send. So there is that. And it's interesting. So Jody, I don't know if you're still on here, but I just got an image of like black jelly beans. So and I'm pretty sure it was like Logan that sent that to me, like black jelly beans, something for your in-laws with let's see, what was the name of the dogs again? Logan or Chili. Yeah, so Logan just sent me black jelly beans, and I want them to have like some black jelly beans, like showed me like a lamb with black jelly beans. So a lamb with black jelly beans is what they're showing me. And Logan's like he like a Logan like a lamb with black jelly beans. So there is so there is that. So, and it makes me think of like those like little like stuffed things that are like, poops jelly beans. So that's what Logan is showing me, and Logan's like like black jelly beans, black jelly beans. So there's that, Jody. If you're still on here, hopefully you heard that message. If not, I can shoot you a message afterwards so you get that, because I want to make sure you get that. And it's just, and then Chili's in the background like, okay, okay. So yeah, so that just popped through. So it's like, hey, if something, I have to have something pop through, I definitely gotta convey it, even if it doesn't like make sense and it sounds weird. I always want to put forth any messages that I get, right? So because there's a reason that they're coming through. So I want to make sure to share all of that, right? Because it's important. So let's see here. And then let's see here. Laura says his name is Runny. Did his new family change his name? He says like my new name is like it's different, but it's similar. So for some reason, I get something with like with, oh wait, you said, oh, Ruxin. Okay. Ruxin, I mean. So his name is Ruxin. So I get like that my name is like similar, but sometimes it's like different. So it's like the R name. So it's like, yeah, they call me Ruxin, but they think of me as Rudy. Like they think of me of Rudy. And like that's okay. Like it's okay. Like Ruxin says it's okay. Like it's okay. Like it's okay. Like that's okay. Like that's okay. That's okay. That's okay is what I pick up on there. And then Emmy says, thank you so much, Shauna. Great to see you. You're so welcome, Emmy. And it's great to see you too. Great to see you here too. And then Bonnie says, what is the best way to connect with our animals that have passed? And that's such a great question. And I feel like it's really it's remembering that it's like a different kind of tangible. So it's like one, like we don't always necessarily, and you're so welcome, Laura. One we don't always necessarily see with the eyes of our eyes. It's the ones that like the messages that we see with like the eyes of our heart, right? That connection with our heart. It's like that heart to heart connection. And it's how we see it with the love they had for us and the love we have for them. It's like that tangible with our heart. So what I always like to tell people is just kind of close your eyes like this, and just you can have like one hand or both hand on your heart, and just kind of have your feet planted and just say, okay, like I'm open to receive whatever messages, and see what comes to you. And another way that can be really good to do it is like before you go to sleep, or when you wake up in the morning too, because we're in more of that kind of like conscious unconscious state. So then we're not going to try to like filter the information as much, right? Because what happens is when they come through, when they passed, it's like a lot of times that messages are very subtle, and sometimes we may miss those like little subtleties. So it's like really paying attention to those like little like my hair just kind of whisked by here. It's like those little whispers of the heart, those little whispers that happen, and that can fly by, like kind of like a flyaway hair, right? So it's just really being like in tune to that, and embracing that is kind of how that works. So that's where that is. And that's such a great question, Bonnie, because I definitely believe we can all tune into those pets that have passed, right? And we have that connection with them. And I definitely believe that energy is always ever present and always right there for us to tune into. And it's always right there. So yeah, my dog Nugget, she just had this new like stuffed toy, and she had like a piece of it that she tore off, and she was just bouncing it around. She's so silly. Oh my goodness. So hopefully that helps, Bonnie. And hi, Alexis. And I'm sending you so much love, Alexis. And what was your fur baby's name, Alexis? If you could type that in here. You said would be so grateful if you could connect to her. So be so grateful if you could connect with her. Bailey. Okay, Bailey. And that's such a beautiful beautiful name too. I love that, Bailey. So what Bailey says is like, Bailey's like had me go like this with my hand. It's like the whispers of your heart, like the whispers of your heart. Like I'm always right there. And I'm sending you so much love too, Alexis, because I know it's such a hard thing. It's like the whispers of your heart. And it's like she's showing me Bailey is Bailey Bailey let's see here. Bailey, oh, and Bailey says like this. Bailey says like this is like, we are each other's pearls. Like she showed me like kind of like an oyster shell that opens up. Like I'm your pearl. Like I'm your pearl. I'm your beautiful like sea urchin. I'm your beautiful, I'm your beautiful, beautiful like sea urchin and just your heart of hearts and like the angel that looks over you and is with you, and it's just like right there, like I'm your like tall guardian, and I have a big presence of light, a big presence of light around you, and a big presence of light around you, and like have something sweet like, and that's interesting because there was something with cotton candy that came up earlier, and now for some reason I want like buttered flavored like um jelly beans, or like or cotton candy flavored jelly beans. So know that like the sweetness of my soul, like that sweet surrender of our life together is always a part of us, and it's always like encompassed within your heart, and that I send you so much love, and I send you so much love, and oh, just so much love like this, like love. And she makes Bailey makes me want to go like this, like do it both ways, like that love, and that love is there, and that love is there and will always be there, like the oyster shell, the pearl, like that's inside the oyster shell, that pearl that's in there. So oh, and so much love, Alexis, and you're so welcome. You're so welcome. And just, give yourself time, right? Because the way I look at it is there is no time limit on that grief. And it's always there, a part of us, and it can just, and it comes in waves and it's there. So just embrace that and, be open to those messages, because I know Bailey will be sending you those messages, and just know like when you feel that, just know that that message is from her when you feel that, and it'll just like flutter by you and just flutter by you and be right there. So and Emmy says your hands for Bailey also remind me of angel wings. Yeah, I love that, right? I love that. Angel wings are so powerful. So thank you for that, Emmy. And this is cool. Emmy says, when you communicate with animals, do you think Nugget might sense their energy? Just had a thought. Yeah, I definitely feel like, yeah, that my Nugget and my Cool Up, that they definitely sense that, and they can definitely pick up on that, and they feel that, right? And actually like that brings a good point. So sometimes like our animals that aren't physically with us, like an animal that we do encounter that is physically there in front of us, they can actually like sometimes transcribe information from that animal that is right there, like in our actual like physical presence that we can see. So watch for that too, Alexis. So I feel like that there's that too, because there's such a strong connection. And Bailey showed me like a way you kind of like kneel down with me and be like you were like my equal. Like the way you come down with me and just be with me is so powerful and so powerful. And there's just so much, there's so much love, there's so much love, there's so much love, and there's so much love is what I pick up on there. And then you say, can you tell me anything about how she died? So what she showed me is it's like she showed me there's just like a slowdown, like stuff kind of like before she passed, like stuff in her body was, it's like a gosh, like a, oh gosh, what do they call those things? I'm thinking of like a Ferris wheel that goes forward, right? It goes forward. Instead of going forward, she's saying like stuff with her was going backwards, and it wasn't like stuff with her wasn't processing and going as it should. So stuff was like actually flowing backwards instead of forward. Stuff was flowing backwards instead of forward. Um, and she says like what matters is like the love that you had for her and the love that she had for you. She says that that's what really matters, and she says she wants you to remember those good memories and all the love that you shared and that you embraced together. That's what she says she wants you to remember. She says that's like what's really really important, and she sends you so much love. So, oh, and I'm sending you so much love too, because it's just such a hard thing, right? And it's always, yeah, it's always there with us, right? Always there, a part of us in some way. So there is that, and then I'm going to get ready here to wrap it up. And I'm so glad that you all could join me. So I do this every Sunday night. Oh, you're so welcome, Alexis. My pleasure. My pleasure. My pleasure. So I do this every Sunday night at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I do this 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time every Sunday night. And then I'm going to put the link. I put it above, but I'm going to put it again just to make it easier. I'm going to put the link to my website in here, and I'm just so glad that you all like tune in. Like, thank you so much for tuning in and for spending your Sunday night here with me. And it just means it means so much for me to have you all be here. I just really love connecting with you, and you're most welcome. Thank you so much, Michelle and Emmy. Like, oh, thank you for your comments here too. I'm happy to be here with you guys, and thank you so much for listening now. And then for those of you that listen to the replay, thanks for listening to the replay. So I'm here every Sunday night at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So if you want a more in-depth reading, you can look at my website. I posted, and I do more in-depth reading where it just, these are just like quick little readings. So I do more in-depth readings there. So you can feel free to check out the other things that I do. And I'm sending you all so much love. And again, thank you so much for tuning in. And I will be back next Sunday at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Bye for now. Much love.